of a silent stroke, for instance, there is no apparent symptom, and the signs you can barely see, something can just happen. Now, they say Belfast is an easy way to remember the signs of a stroke. Take note of this. BEFAST is an acronym, and it simply means balance. If you suffer a loss of balance or coordination, which may cause stumbling while walking, take note. Eyes, a blurred or blackened vision, which causes trouble in seeing or double vision. Face, if one side of the face becomes numb, that is, you can't feel anything, or it starts to droop, starts to come down by itself, small, while you are smiling. If your arm, which is A, check whether the person can raise both arms. If you can, check whether one arm is drifting downwards. That is, when you raise it, one starts going downwards, check. Then S, for speech. Ask the person who may be suffering, who may be behaving funny to you, ask them to repeat a phrase and notice if the speech is slurred, waiting you this talk, something like that, or the person is not even understanding what you're saying. Check that. And time, don't play with that. Call for an emergency immediately if you notice any or all of the above signs. Get help before the person. And there is a 90 minutes rule, and also there are some things that could happen for you to know that truly a stroke is there. I'll tell you about those things that could lead to it shortly, right after this.
It's that time of the year again. The Glow Festival of Joy promo is here. And we're making it rain amazing prices. How amazing, you ask? 5 Tierra Toyota Prados. 5 Cha-Cha-Kia Picantos. It's unbelievably amazing, and it gets even better because we have 15 Kekena Peps, plus 150 generators, 200 sewing machines, and 300 grinding machines. So, what are you waiting for? Be one of the lucky winners in the Glow Festival of Joy promo. Simply dial *611#. Choose your prize. Recharge now from as little as 1,000 to 100,000 naira and stand a chance to win loaded prizes from Glow. Promo runs from October 1st to the end of January 2025. Glow Festival of Joy is approved by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) and the National Lottery Regulatory Commission (NLRC). Terms and conditions apply.
Unlimited. Voice of the people. Find your brand. Find your voice.
All right, now the significant risk factors that could contribute to the likelihood of a stroke. The doctors will tell you these include high blood pressure, cholesterol, if it's out of sync, diabetes, yes. That one can be even the worst, because your sugar may be high, you do not even know the sugar is high. The next thing, something hits you. We should get a doctor here one of these days to tell us about these things so we'll know how dangerous they can be. Smoking and alcohol consumption, and family history. That could be something to take note of, your family history. Has somebody had it before, more than one? Then you watch yourself, because some of these things I listed may just be on the line and could be leading to dangerous times. And so we're being asked to try very hard to eat balanced diet to maintain a good level of cholesterol and control diabetes if you have. Try to do aerobics, exercises, yoga. Try to maintain the weight that is appropriate. Manage your stress levels. Remember, I told you that your stress level, you could manage it if your doctor has put you on medication for that. Stick to it. And also leisure activities to control your blood pressure. They'll tell you walks. Do it is also good. And you could dump unhealthy habits like smoking, alcohol consumption for your overall well-being. And let's try, even though it's quite expensive now, let's try to do regular medical checkups to monitor our health and that of other members of our families. That could go a long way in saving us from the stress, because when it hits, it's a big problem. So I had to share all those as the world is celebrating World Stroke Day today. Reduce your stress level. Try very hard to, be happy. Be happy. It's not easy, but try. Try. All right, I'll be taking your messages, the ones that are pending. We're just going to be just the two of us today, not going to be taking much guests. Our guests will be coming at 11. But right now, I'll take some of your messages and then I'll take an ad before the guests will come in. Good morning, Lady C. Lady C, this time once is 8 p.m. Everywhere will be dark. No NEPA lights, no money to fuel, no good road, no food. But I'm just happy for one thing. Both those who chased me with gun during election and those who used to call VOP during campaign that Obi is a boy, Labour Party don't have structure, they are getting it hotter now. Lady C, what Tinubu has is mouth. You say he doesn't have much to give us right now. That's what you say. Good morning. That was from you. Casey Noha from Ojo Alaba. How are you? Ikoku from Jakande, please. Okay, all right. That one you're asking for something personal. I got you here. Good morning, Stanley from Oshodi. How are you? Talking of the assault on the boat driver, the so-called senator is not a senator, Nare baby, should face the full wrath of the law, which should also serve as a deterrent to those who may likely to his misled path. As a matter of fact, he has 2 count charges, viz. Assault and impersonation. Lady C, Nigerians are counting on VOP to follow up on this or to its very logical legal conclusion, carry us along as events unfold. Well, events unfolding, number 1, he has sent in an apology. He apologized. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I'll look for the apology and read a bit of it out for you to hear. He says, I think this is a good beginning to curb the menace among the honorables. Thank God this particular case came to the fore. Lady C, this will unarguably say of those that have been wasted without notice of the public. What if this boat driver was wasted? For he, the so-called senator, said so. I can make you to disappear and nothing will be done. How would have Nigerians known about it? Please let justice be meted out to restore sanity among the honorables. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I have here Uche from Jakonde City Solo. Good morning. My take is on the swift response of the FG to northern parts power outage. It's like some part of the country is more pampered than others. Obviously, when this part sneezes, the FG and by extension the whole country catches cold. Again, the northern part talks about equity and fairness in this same country where some parts is revered. Well, I believe the law of redistributive justice will surely come to play one day. The life we're living is more philosophical, and as such, we should be wary of our actions and inactions. Uche from Jakonde State, thank you for your message. Good morning, Nigerians. Lady C. As for the Minister of Works requesting for more money before he can perform is another way of extorting the treasury of the land. Nationwide, no single street is motorable, not to talk of federal roads. These days, a journey from Lagos to Onitsha, Anambra State, that ought to take like 6 hours to 7 hours is now, for instance, 18 to 20 hours. Shame to this government. Please, Nnamdi Kanu should be released by CYC. Honesty from Isolo. Please, Vitamin C, I need Engineer Bobby contact from Israel. Please, Uche from Olodia Papa. Go back to YouTube. You can watch the program there. Drop a comment there. I'm very sure he will see to respond to you. The lawmaker is honorable and not a senator. Just snail to terminate his appointment. Let him be used as scapegoat. Elder Dickin Owo from Oshodi. Well, he was calling himself a senator. A no quick think before he do what he do. Lady say, good morning. Please, the woman that do call from here should be banned. Cursing people as if she's God should not be accepted. She's not the monopoly of God. If she's frustrated, okay, all right. Elder Benjamin from Mapapa, right, let her know she won't be cursing people, okay. Kashmir Uzo Igwe from Lagos, aka Wananyo Eze. You are saying, in my analysis, the persistent marginalization of the Southeast across various sectors suggests a troubling reality. Some regions seem to be treated as more Nigerian than others, despite the label of federal system. Yeah, I have it. I have it. The continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu reflects poorly on the federal government, implying a potential benefit from the instability affecting the Southeast. The APC has arguably been one of Nigeria's most detrimental political influences, and ideally, lawmakers should institute measures that assess party performance using economic indicators. Under such a system, underperforming parties should be dissolved to prevent further governance participation. Nigerian politics has reached unprecedented lows with questionable religious ties and all that you imposture figures and manipulations in elections. Wow, this is rather long, but you end it with there was once a country I remember. Okay, help me make it shorter next time. I'll take a breather. Let's take an ad and I'll come back to your messages. I'll also read you a part of the apology that the rep member had brought, or rather, has made.
Voice of the people. Find your brand. Find your way.
It's that time of the year again. The Glow Festival of Joy promo is here. And we're making it rain amazing prices. How amazing, you ask? 5 Cherokee Toyota Prados. 5 Cha-Cha-Kia Picantos. It's unbelievably amazing, and it gets even better because we have 15 Keke Napeps, plus 150 generators, 200 sewing machines, and 300 grinding machines. So, what are you waiting for? Be one of the lucky winners in the Glow Festival of Joy promo. Simply dial *611#, choose your prize, recharge now from as little as 1,000 to 100,000 naira, and stand a chance to win loaded prizes from Glow. Promo runs from October 1st to the end of January 2025. Glow Festival of Joy is approved by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) and the National Lottery Regulatory Commission (NLRC). Terms and conditions apply.
Unlimited. One hit at a time. The best music on the best radio. Best radio. Voice of the people. 90.3 FM.
It's that time of the year again. The Glow Festival of Joy promo is here. And we're making it rain amazing prices. How amazing, you ask? 5 Cherokee Toyota Prados. 5 Cha-Cha-Kia Picantos. It's unbelievably amazing, and it gets even better because we have 15 Keke Napeps, plus 150 generators, 200 sewing machines, and 300 grinding machines. So, what are you waiting for? Be one of the lucky winners in the Glow Festival of Joy promo. Simply dial *611#, choose your prize, recharge now from as little as 1,000 to 100,000 naira, and stand a chance to win loaded prizes from Glow. Promo runs from October 1st to the end of January 2025. Glow Festival of Joy is approved by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) and the National Lottery Regulatory Commission (NLRC). Terms and conditions apply.
Unlimited. Who plays the biggest songs? We do. We are Voice of the People. 90.3 FM.
All right, Barua Said, I got you. You saying this House of Rep guy is a big time Agbero. Is this the kind of people making the laws for us and drawing heavily from our common patrimony? What a shame. No wonder they've been doing nothing there all this while. As for the Northerners lamenting that they are in darkness, aren't they the ones that brought it upon themselves when you refuse to train millions of your children and youth, your future generations? Oh, more is still coming. They will soon be coming to eat their leaders raw. Wow, that's scary. Adiele from Orile, how are you? As much as there's nothing honorable with what Alex Ikwechi did, and I condemn it in the strongest terms, I want us to refer back to what MC Oluomo did during the 2023 general elections. He threatened openly to kill any Igbo man who dared to vote against Tinubu, and what the police authorities did was to defend his actions by saying that he was only joking. Did he say that he was just telling Mama Chukwudi that make you not come down to vote? Abi, was that not what he said? Kashmir, did he threaten to kill any Igbo person? MC Oluomo. Long time ago. He said during the 2023 elections. Did that happen? Wow. Okay. Very sad. The truth about Nigeria is that the police has endorsed this type of behavior depending on who does it. The police and all other forces have been largely compromised. Evil persists because it is not called by its name. It's evil. Adiele from Orile, thank you very much for your message. Okay, I got you here. Good morning, Lady C. You said we have businessmen as lawmakers, Godswill Akpabio and Alex Mascot Ikwechira. They don't deserve to be lawmakers because of their utterances and attitude. If Alex Mascot Ikwechira has such disappearing power, let him use it to make hunger, poverty, hardship, and insecurity in Nigeria to disappear. From Iwoha Ikechukwu. I got you. Good morning, ladies. It's Solomon Asika from Mushin. Believe it or not, if its security is solved, every other thing will fall in place. All right, you sent that twice. I've read it. And you're next. Good morning. Guys, try help me and make the messages shorter. They're a bit too long. A bit too long for me to just read in at a stretch. Yeah, please, huh? But I have it, the original bald-headed Rasta. The original bald-head Rasta from Olodia Papa. How are you? And your message, if international generic low-tech trading companies like Pick and Pay, ShopRite, and 15K highly educated professionals left Nigeria will high-tech international companies dare to come to Nigeria ever again? In the last 5 years, under the APC government, these companies have left Nigeria due to APC voodoo economic policies. Kimberly-Clark, after 14 years of operation, the American Personal Care Corporation left. Procter & Gamble transitioned its Nigerian operations to an import-only business. GSK, the British multinational pharmaceutical and biotechnological company, halted manufacturing operations in Nigeria after 51 years. You talked about Equinor, Sanofi, PZ Corsins, and so on. You said the exit of these companies could be attributed to bad business environment. The fact that in less than 5 years, what is the exact strategy of Tinubu to develop this Nigerian economic meltdown? Please, Mr. Onanuga, the practical president of Nigeria, please stop your juvenile reactionary tendencies and tell Nigerians the uncommon truth. Ostino, that was from you. Now let me read a bit from that apology that the young man sent. But before that, let's take this. VOP 90.3 FM.
Voice of the people. Find your brand. Find your
Babe, I've been calling you all day. Where have you been?
Still trying to link my NIN. Like the queue is so long.
Haven't you linked it before?
I have, but I made a mistake with my date of birth.
But you could have done it at home if you visited www.nin.mtn.ng.
Why did you tell me since?
Act now. Link your NIN from the comfort of your home, office, or while you're on the move. Visit www.nin.mtn.ng to correct any error, whether it's someone else's picture, wrong date of birth, someone else registered your line for you, and so on. Remember, visit www.nin.mtn.ng to link your NIN instantly.
All right, here we go. And the Honorable sent out this one. He said, I, Honorable Alex Ikwechige. How do you pronounce that name? Ikwechige, member of the House of Representatives, wish to address a deeply disturbing incident that occurred at my residence recently. A video has surfaced showing me. You didn't have to tell us that a video surfaced. Just say, I did so and so and so. I am sorry. Anyway, they like English. He said, a video has surfaced showing me engaging in unacceptable behavior towards an Uber driver who came to deliver a way bill for me. I'm deeply sorry for my actions and acknowledge that they were unacceptable and unbecoming of a public officer. As a public servant, I recognize the trust placed in me by my constituents and the Nigerian people. My behavior fell short of the standards expected of me, and for that I'm truly sorry. I understand that my actions have caused harm and embarrassment to the driver, my constituents, and the nation at large. It now goes on to say he's assuring the public that he will fully cooperate with the police as they do whatever, and he also appreciates the swift condemnation by his party, the Nigerian police, and so on and so forth. That commitment, he now has this one heading, commitment to change. I'm taking immediate steps to address the underlying issues that led to this incident. I'm seeking professional counseling to ensure that such behavior never happens again. Professional counseling for what? For anger management? Or what? What exactly? What's that? Share with us. Tell us. Let us know. Additionally, I'll be engaging in community service initiatives focused on promoting respect, empathy, and understanding. Call to action, he said. I urge all Nigerians to join me in promoting a culture of respect, tolerance, and understanding. In this whole letter, nowhere I see apology to the Uber driver. It just as if he just went to copy one kind of thing that the Americans will write and just pasted it here. No single apology to the young man whom he treated so poorly. And you start off by saying that a video surfaced. So if that video didn't surface, you wouldn't have said anything? Oh, wow. Okay, Honorable Alex Ikweshega. This is your apology. Maybe you're going to need to write them again, because the apology didn't go down well with some of us. Because, I repeat, if the video hadn't surfaced, why would you start an apology? A video of mine surfaced. Why not say exactly so I misbehaved? No apology to the writer. Okay, that was that. Okay, I finished the messages. Okay, I go come to you. The North behaves like an over-pampered baby. When they cry, the government answers. When incidents happen, politicians, business owners rush to donate funds they wouldn't donate to their own people suffering. Eye service, hypocrisy, and non-entity everywhere. Okay, any long message I know if you finish right now, and you are saying presidential candidate, and it seems you can't win an election, or you aren't serious if you don't pick a Northern Muslim as a running mate. And it's pathetic that no one is ready to address these abnormalities. The nonsense sense of entitlement is why they'd be bold enough to introduce unscrupulous Sharia in a non-Muslim country. It's why Hausa will be unfortunately written on BRICS currency. Well, Nigeria is a myth, you know. Hausa written when, I don't know. Samuel Amarachi from Shogunle, how are you? You're saying, Sister C, this country has no law for the rich, but for the poor. What impact do our leaders create in the lives of the youth? I whip for Nigeria. No, call him that. You say the guy wants to trend Derby. Beautiful morning to you, Maggie Odibo. How are you? Lady C and my people at VOP, please let the Uber driver just sue this so-called law destroyer for 20 billion naira. Maybe it will make the law destroyer disappear. Maggie, you wicked, 20 billion. You say that lawmaker talks like complete alaye. He should be made to face the law of the land. Can these lawmakers take us to that land flowing with milk and honey? It's a question Joe from Bariga is asking. Stanley from Oshodi, you have this one. The boat driver should be regarded honorably here because the Bible says even a fool, when he controls his temper, is counted wise than a tattler who rants. The guy, he really controlled himself very well. That guy only addressed the nation on behalf of T-Pain. Will you stop that? Don't call him T-Pain. Will you stop that? This is... I'm warning you. Anyway, what do you talk? Hold on, what stand you say?
I think to say the person here for just that smoking. Just for
what is that? Will you stop that? You say apology with pride. The apology was with pride, Abby. They follow with the health maintenance program, Ami. I'm Samuel from Alimosha. Samuel, thank you very, very much. All right. Okay, I see you tried to call Mama Echo. I'm not taking the calls for now, but the same can tell you, say, I beg, make you not curse like that again. You don't agree, I'm very sure, even though I understand what you're feeling and how you're feeling. Okay, so we're set. Thank you for being a part of that. Let me put this side together. My guest is already in the house. Well, let's take a quick breather and we'll be talking. VOP 90.3 FM, City of Lagos. How are you all doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're fine. I am good. Thank you for being a part of Life is Good today. Next time we'll do it again. But right now, let's talk about the informal sector. The Nigerian banking, let's call it sector now. Let's call it the whole banking sector in Nigeria has an informal part to it. And they have challenges, And somehow, the Nigerian banking system seems to be carrying their load on top of their head. You understand what I mean?
I know now.
We go enter bank, we will not go see money. We'll come at POS get money.
They go refer you.
How? They refer you like from they are now you know when you go hospital they now refer you to specialists. Banks are now general hospital. The ATM, I mean POS, they are now specialists.
They're the one that are bailing people out.
I never said this kind of thing before.
No, Nigeria now.
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Where an honorable can look you in the face that will make you disappear.
Yes.
Nobody can do me anything. And he now sends us an apology. He's now talking to us, doing call to action.
Maybe just in business as usual.
I'm going to go for community service. I'm going to go for counseling. It is in America. America say, I understand what the problem is, and I have spoken with my my psych. I'll be going in for therapy, for anger management. My friend, will you stop that rubbish?
And the police.
What do you order? First of all, what do you order? What to be that the way you order? Now, snail make you the vex like that.
And they no give her any slap that may not be dirty.
And you know another thing. This so-called investigation that they want to do, this wasn't very happy. So this guy just took the what do you call it? The IGP's office for granted. Call the IGP. Can't do anything. No, I not blame them. Since
not true now.
Ain't
you say not true?
Say what's not true?
If it be true. You know the that time IGP saying lion, tiger, Boko Haram do something. Say we are here.
Okay, no problem. Whatever investigations they want to carry out, the investigating officer, IPU, what do you call it?
IPU, yes.
Investigating police officer. They must carry him. They must carry everybody in that station and ask all of them to write statements. How come the person who had a problem was the one they now put behind counter?
Yes.
For hours, and they
that one has economic power. The other one is not.
The other one gets economic challenges.
The one that commit, he has economic power.
And he said, "Do you know who I am, sir? Please, may I know who you are? Sorry,
who are you, sir?
Sir, may I know who you are? No, I'm just playing. Do you know who I am? Do you not know who you be? Your papa not tell you who you be.
You know, there was a day, was it not? I'm forgetting. It should be in Lagos now. One man, we will just say, Mr. Man, do you know who I am?
I say, your mama not tell you.
No, and I say, sir, yes, I know, sir. You know, sir, I say, but according to the Bible, we are dust, not clay. So we are all clay. So you are clay too.
The man vex.
The man vex. I say, people now say, okay, they tell you the truth. And I say, according to the Bible, say we are clay.
Meanwhile, the mascot himself, who even give a name mascot self? The mascot himself doesn't even know his position. He called himself a senator. He's not a green chamber, according to somebody, it's polytechnic. He put himself for university. Maybe polytechnic. Not be me. It was a caller who said it.
But you know, say that time now when they give which position president give to Senate president, the House of Reps say you must be give it to the speaker too. So he was yes, as he understands, okay.
So that means already in his mind, after this office is going to the Senate or whatever, because
he's already
he told
the
guy that I'm a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so he doesn't even know his place. The last time or first time I ever saw him, impersonation. I saw him speaking in the house. He was just talking. Nothing when he talked. He just wanted to talk. Yeah, because that time they were all afraid that these children will pull them down, according to the hashtag End Bad Governance Fear, when they were saying that they were going to donate their money to they will never see that money.
It's under process.
It's under process. The last time we heard, they said bureaucratic.
The lady see the money for don't come. If to say, you know, in a bank process. If to say they use POS, for don't see the money.
They should have used POS to withdraw. I see. And with us, we have comrade Odetunde, right? Olawale Lukman, you know, it feels like I'm talking to a Rastaman, because when you say Lukman, it's like you're saying Yaman. I have Lukman. He's the national chairman, agency and mobile banking operators. And when we talk about agency and mobile banking operators, could you break it down for us? What does that really mean?
Yeah, what it means, my name is Odetunde, comrade Odetunde Olawale Lukman. What it means by agency and mobile banking operation is basically anything that has to do with financial services, bringing financial services to your doorstep,
Yeah.
bringing financial services.
Okay, that would be
to
the mobile
unbanked.
part.
Yes, that is the mobile bank.
Yeah,
part.
then the agency.
The agency, the two are interwoven.
Aha.
The two are interwoven. When we say agency, we can simply refer to like the bank agent.
Ah.
So when we are talking about the mobile aspect of it, we are simply refer to the telco and the fintech. But all together they are in the same. They are interwoven. They are interwoven. So that's why we coined the two together, agency. That is, we can have our relationship with bank and as well have our relationship with fintech and the telco. That is the mobile aspect of it.
Okay, that's the aspect now that is having challenges or quarrels with the USSD and all that, because the banks are beginning to use the USSD a lot for their mobile transfers and all that. Does that concern you people in any way?
Actually, is a concern, but it has been a thing that has been there for long. But due to the level of information and literacies of our people, I mean Nigeria, so many were not trying to make use of the USSD code then.
But the telcos are complaining that the banks are owing them a lot of money and they may discontinue soon.
That aspect does not have anything to do with our own services. When I say telco, that's the new license payment system that CBN just approved, like maybe 2-3 years back, that all the telecommunication too, they can go into mobile services. That all the telecommunication too can go into mobile services. So that is why there is this smart cash, Nine Mobile, Momo, and the rest.
Okay, sorry, I know I distracted you a little bit there. I would like them to put the mic, let it face you directly. So I'm going to do this so that he can help me fix that. That is this one. Let it face him directly. Okay, and we're looking at the issues and challenges that the informal sector in Nigeria's financial banking system may be facing and the prospects that lie therein. Okay, now let's break it down. We have the formal and informal sectors under the Nigerian banking system. Could you help us with a little understanding which one falls under which one?
Yes. At the early stage, we have the formal sector. That is the traditional banking, where you have your branch, you have your staffs, and you go in there, you do your normal banking transaction, cash in, cash out, clearing checks, fund transfer, foreign exchange, and what have you. So those are formal. But with the advent and understanding of technology, there was this introduction of mobile agents. The mobile agents are classified under informal sector because they are not being subjected to any salary or any form of formal employment engagement.
Okay.
So that is what makes them to be informal. While the formal are officially employed and they are placed on certain basic salary and allowances.
For instance, you have the bank cashiers, the tellers, and all that.
Yes, the customer service. They fall into formal.
Yeah, then the informal, let's say the POS operators. The POS and operator. All that.
Yeah, the POS operator. But what happened there is, it's like in those days, wherever you see any agent, they don't call them POS then. They will say, I want to go and do Paga. Paga.
What's that?
It's also a fintech company.
Okay,
that is very popular there.
So they were using that name to call all of yes. Just like you say, I'm going to buy in quotes Omo to cover everybody.
To cover everything. Yes. Okay. So, but later it's changed to POS. But in natural sense, our service is financial inclusion services. Financial inclusion services. So all other things that people are now mentioning, they are just an instrument to carry out those or that services.
What are these instruments?
Like the POS, like the card, issuance of card.
Okay.
Those are the basic instruments now that is popularly used by many. But when we are talking of the financial inclusion services, it goes beyond using of POS and card. Even the NIN, those NIN registration fall under financial inclusions.
Okay.
Fall under financial inclusions. Account opening falls under financial inclusion. So there is how will I put it? There's a development that is involving now. With the involvement of, they are now coming up with a professional exam for these people operating under this space. So that will make them to be more professional. Then it will now make them to be called a mobile banker instead of popularly known as POS.
So this issue now is a sector that we cannot do away with. It has come to stay and is helping a lot of people. I'm sure there are issues there. There are challenges that are being faced there. What are some of these issues and challenges that could, be hindering the growth of the sector?
Yes, thank you very much for that question. And that is where a lot of issues concerning our growth and development lies. When we...
Okay. I'm sure it's the president that's calling you. Please tell him we are busy.
when we started this,
what do you mean by this informal?
These informal activities, these mobile banking activities. It was a tough challenge because then it was like, who are these people? They are 419. Don't give them your card, though. Once you give them your card, your money will be stolen away. Blah blah blah. A lot of derogative and negative names. But as time goes on, with our consistency and trust and faithfulness in the business, a lot of people now start realizing the relevancies of this. And even most of the banks then to now see it as an opportunity for them to reduce their cost, and shift some of their responsibility to the agent. And how is it? They will now issue a lot of terminal out. They will issue out terminal, the POS, so that once there is much traffic on the agent, there will be less traffic in the banking node. And once there is less traffic in the banking node, then most of the staff will become jobless or redundant. So as a result of that, then they will now see a reason why they need to downsize or right size, whichever name they want to use, to reduce their staff strength. Now, I can tell you 100% of the challenges that has been faced in the banking now, in all the branches, is this the same problem each of these agents you see on the road are facing on daily basis.
Can you give some of the examples?
Yes, I will. Like, bank will be afraid, bank will make provision for robbery, bank will make provision for...
That's to protect against robbery.
Yes. Protect against robbery, frauds, theft, a lot.
Counterfeit or
fake notes, like that. And it's the same thing all these agents too are facing. Armed robber will search them and look at them and see how they can attack them. The fraudster will come with fake alert, fake card, all sort of maybe sham, as they call it at times. They say they come with charge, they speak to them, they will just release money, and before they know. So a lot of challenges. And being on the road, accident, motor accident, bike accident, just name it. An environmental hazard, under sun, under rain. And when you look at all this, there is no policy, or there are policies, let me put it like, there are policies, but there is no either private or government agency that will look into this area. And one thing we have come to realize that even your right will not be given to you in Nigeria except you call for it. And even if you call for it, it will get to a stage that you will need to fight before they will give it to you.
Before it's implemented.
Yeah,
before we go too far, and I forget this thing I wanted to ask you. You know, when you started, you said people were worried that may they not go hack me, steal my money and stuff and so on. You understand? Yeah. Those things really did happen. And sometimes they still do happen. You hear people say, I want to use the POS operator's service. At the end of the day, they've hacked, they've cloned my card, they're stealing my money, and so on and so forth. Have you been able to overcome this challenge?
Yes. No, see, this is something that you can only try to... It's a continuous something. It's not something that it can be eradicated. It's like talking of corruption in Nigeria. Is corruption possible to be eradicated in Nigeria?
Actually, yes. So
it's possible,
and it becomes.
It can only be reduced. It can only be reduced. You can't eliminate it. You can't completely reduce it. So what I'm trying to say in essence is those things you mentioned. We are trying, and it has reduced. Let me put it that way. It has reduced compared to how it was in those days before, because technology keep advancing. Technology keep advancing, and as a result of that, a lot of things are being checked. But that does not mean that pocket of it has not still not still happening, but it has reduced. The most prominent.
What step did you take, and do you actually vet your members?
No. Let me put it that way. No.
Yes, I knew it was going to be no, because the yes to the too long. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be a no.
No, we don't.
So anybody can just dive in and do the work.
Yes.
No registration. So why were they complaining when the CBN said you must go register?
That is where the standardization is now coming in. I think, in my own opinion, I think what government does then was to see that the policy agenda must be met. And what is the policy agenda is that financial services should be taken to the non-banking area, to the rural places, to semi-urban area.
And I think that was the first idea for this thing.
That is it.
But now they are servicing even mega cities.
Yes. Why is this so? Why is this so? Is because banks now sees this as opportunity for them to maximize profit and reduce costs. Now, in the entire banking sector, agency and mobile banking operators recorded the highest transactions in the banking sector compared to the transactions operation in the banking itself. The transactions that are taking place in all the agent centers is even greater than the numbers of transactions taking place in the banking now. And it's a plus to the bank. So that is why Bank 2 and other fintech now concentrate more in deploying more terminals, and which is going to have an adverse effect on the staffs
of the banks.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think I got this very clearly. Please, you come in, Joseph. Yeah. So no vetting for these people. Anybody can just get the POS machine and just
let me ask, what do you mean by vetting?
That is
basically basically before you can become an agent, either the fintech or the banks or the telco, they will do their due diligence. And the due diligence is basically you have your bank, you have your BVN, you have your NIN, you have your NEPA bill, and you have your basically
just means of identification and all that.
And once you can open an account with those documents, then you are also qualified
to become
one. But in our home now, we have 3 industrial association in this space, and we are working individually and collectively to see that all members are authenticated. All members are authenticated.
And you have a process for that.
You say what?
You have a process ongoing for that.
Of course. And certificate form is being issued for us to identify who is who in this sector. And like I said, is in process. Yes.
So you are building a database.
Of course, we are building a database. Yes.
All right, Joseph, please.
But my fear, my fear is, I hope this will not crash all the bank. Because, for example, when you are giving your responsibility to someone, a time is coming, the person will not have the capacity
more than you,
and it will be dealing with the CBN direct, and because that's just my fear.
Hold on, hold your thoughts. A message is here. Let me add the message to what you just said, because the person is saying, "Good morning, Lady C. Momo from Jaconde Estate. Good morning." He said the concept of the POS is for businesses to promote the cashless policy. But what we're seeing here in Nigeria is illegality being made legal. My question is, that's for you, is it right for Nigerians to buy money in Nigeria when we have bank accounts? My opinion or suggestion is that POS agents should be an outlet of a bank by extending services to areas where banking services are scarce, and they should be under the payroll of the banks they are representing. Government knows how to punish the ordinary Nigerians, he said. Okay?
Yes, actually...
Start with this.
Okay. Yes, with what you said, it cannot collapse the banking system. And one thing we all need to understand is when it comes to technology destructs some existing system and bring up a new convenience system. Like how many of us do watch TV like before any longer? But now I can watch TV on my phone. Does that mean that nobody is having TV or they are not selling TV again? It's just that concentration has shifted. Are you getting me? So the same thing is applicable to the bank. The agents are still part of the bank, and they are still like the informal sector of the bank. So it is still continuity. All the policies, like the agent too, all the policies that CBN is rolling out, passing to the bank, is also passing to the agent. So agents are not an individual actor. They are still under the umbrella or running their business on the platform of either the bank, the fintech, and the telco. Then, as regards the other question,
that should we be buying?
That is I believe that person must be a practitioner. I mean, is also into this business.
Why do you think so?
That comment and the questions confirm that the person is into the business, or he has someone within the business.
Understands it.
Yes, he understands the integrity of this, what he said. So now the issue there is, we are not supposed to be buying money, but greed and desperation of some of our members. Are you getting me? And again, Nigerian factor.
What is Nigerian factor? What have we done again?
Nigerian factor is we are too money conscious. By all means, is money. Anything after money is still money. That is the problem. Now, I'm a filling station. If I have enough of cash with me, the next thing I will do is just to carry that bag, that cash, and go to the nearest bank, isn't it? Now, an agent now comes to me, okay, instead of taking that money to the bank, give it to me. Let me transfer the money to your bank account. Then let me have the cash. Is it not a convenience to the filling station?
Yes, convenient.
Then the next thing you will see, the station manager of that filling station will now tell you, no, you must pay
for something that would help you.
For something that will help you. So it's not like it's a real deliberate selling, but it's like a stylish way of taking money in exchange for the help I want to offer you.
But some people equally say that you people help to clean bad money. bad money in the sense that people that go to illegal transaction, they not have cash, and they are afraid of taking those money to the bank.
Yeah,
they can tell you, I say, okay, Oga, you have a POS. I will be giving you maybe 1 million every day.
Where?
You'll be transferring the money to my account while he's giving you the cash.
Okay.
Automatically use that to push the illegal money and become a clean money.
And also kidnappers, they use them for ransom and all that. Are you aware of this?
Yes,
and what are you doing?
I'm aware of this. We had all these things. Now, there are some things that can be done by us. There are some things that can be done by the policymaker. And who are these policymakers? The banks, the forces in charge of all this finance and terrorism. Some of the banks and the telcos and the fintech, they are doing consistent trainings to all of us, for all of us rather. They are doing consistent training regarding money laundering and terrorism. Of recent, there was a training, last week, there was a training on this that you said. And even in the banking hall too, is a weekly or monthly occurrence training. Are you getting me? To ensure that fight on terrorism and money laundering are really working and effective. But to come to the agent now, that some people are using them. Number one, you cannot identify a kidnapper or a fraudster or a money launderer. Is there any way to identify them physically? There is no way to identify them, to identify such person. Anybody, you can bring your money and say, Oga, I want to transfer 1 million naira. Are you capable of doing it? As long as the terminal is capable of doing such, and I have such money in my wallet, I should be able to do it.
Without you being held responsible.
Responsible how?
If it turns out to be a criminal thing?
No, if it comes out to be criminal things, if I have done my due diligence, and what are these due diligence? Maybe perhaps I'm suspecting the person too. We are advised that we should stylishly snap this person's picture. Are you getting me?
Yes.
And the money is going to a very particular account. The money is going to a particular account. We should keep the record. We should keep the record. So that is some of the due diligence that need to be done by us. But basically, the terminal that we are using, if they actually want to do it to be more effective to checkmate the money laundering and terrorism stuff and kidnapping, the maximum per transaction
per person a
day should be stipulated, should be stated.
Also, it's not stated.
No,
right
it's
now?
stated. It's stated. But at times it will be relaxed.
Oh.
At times it will be so. Those things need to be strict on.
Yeah, stricter measures taken to.
Yes.
Because
yes.
I think just like any bank, banks will be told that if somebody is going to be transferring, is it 5 million or so for individuals, X million for corporate organizations every day, you must let the authorities know. The EFCC must know this person.
Yes.
So I think that should be the same thing.
Yes,
for
part
the
of
POS.
like part of the measure that is being put in place presently by the CBN is by compelling all agents now to register a business name.
But they are struggling against that. They are resisting it. They're not very happy with that registration.
That is, I don't really know on that there is people are resisting it. I don't really know because I have registered so many agents.
They are complying.
They are complying. Agents are complying because they know that for government to have come up with such policy, it must come with an advantage. So I personally, I supported that idea.
Okay.
I supported the idea, and in our union we all supported it, and we are registering our members for the CAC and the tax ID.
So your union
for
is
compliance.
Your union is basically the POS operators. And
our union is basically agency and mobile banking operators. And when I say agency and banking operators, it's not just POS.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, POS is just an instrument to deliver one of the services.
Okay.
Our services is beyond catch out that is being used for the POS.
All right, we have as guest Comrade Odetunde Olawale Lukman. He's the national chairman, agency, and
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at VOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. VOP TV, show up, speak up.
One hit at a time. The best music on the best radio. Best radio. Voice of the people. 90.3 FM.
all right, VOP 90.3 FM. Sorry, I had a little throaty glitch there. Got me almost stricken. I'm sorry about that. I had to take that breather to do this. Okay. Let me read some messages here. They're pending. I told you I'll be doing them in the midst of all. I have you. Lady C, please let's ask Mascot. Maybe he's been making people disappear. He may be in the game. And police should please take note of that. Good morning and happy new day to you. This beautiful... Okay, you're just sending plenty prayers. Thank you very much. And I have you, Mama H.O., thank you very much. You say that, lady say, I'm sending my apology to you and management of VOP for my curse word this morning as regards Alexi Kweshiga. I'm very sorry for using curse words. Please forgive and thank you for your forgiveness in advance. Thank you, people. Mama says sorry about that. She was just very upset, but she has said sorry about that. Thank you very much, Ma, for that. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Oladewale is asking, how often should we as lawmakers be tested for drugs to be sure they're not using substance? One of them say,
that time they say one of the one that they are even calling NDLA to come outside. Just leave this our lawmaker.
Have you watched my new product? Okay, if you not watched it, you can go on YouTube at VOP 903. You can go on YouTube at Cordelia Ope. You see my take on the drug thing and the Senate and so on. Brand the best. That fraud part, you didn't put your name. The fraud part of it is a major challenge. Comrade Ahmed Ayo, Comrade Ahmed Ayo Ade. Now you write this, Sabina Joseph. You not do writing for school. Even though you're writing fine past month by 100 times, so Ayuade. Okay, he's AMBO secretary. He is here with us, keeping us company. Just say hello so that your wife will believe that it's here you came. When she not go think say na lie, you lie. Oh yeah, say hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Call her name now. What's your wife's name?
Kudirat.
I nearly get her. I wanted to nearly get her. I wanted to say Yasikil. Kudirat is to say Yasikil. Kudirat is yo.
You don't go any other place.
Before you think, he did not go to order for snail. And he's not fighting Bolt or Uber driver. I beg go. All right, you can call in 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903 or 0817 175 6338. If you have a concern, if you've had an experience maybe with an operator, that is the closest we can get right now. Maybe you've had any of such challenges and you have gray areas you like them to clear. Let's take this call. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Lady C.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning once again. This is Kelechi from Oshodi.
Is this Ubiego?
Yes, this man.
All right, go ahead.
We are not two. One. Ubiego one.
Oh,
We
sorry.
are not
Oh
two.
God, you are not too big. Go one. All right, carry on.
So I want to talk about this. Is this? I'm a PS operator, but there is issue that is there. Whenever some of my customers will come now, they will just the money they put their card, their ATM card. If I want to withdraw money, maybe the money will decline, but they will debit the person. To the person, or they will not credit the money to my own account.
Okay, hold on. Are you an operator, or your people come, they buy from you, the operator will do something for you and the money doesn't come, but they've debited the person, right? The people,
Especially the Zenith Bank, some of them will go to their bank to go and complain, but there's no refund, there's no anything. They will say the money have been credited to the person account. Of course, I check my own balance, and my balance is visible. I don't use my balance is not high, so they will not credit the money for me. I don't know.
okay, listen to them and see if they'll tell you what to do next time or
Yes,
even now. Thank you, Biego. Thank you.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Obiego. Am I right?
Yeah, Kelechi. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kelechi. Sorry for that. Actually, that is one of the major problems that we are all facing, both the operators and the account holders. And it's not only peculiar to you alone. It's peculiar. It's happening to everybody.
So where is the money?
Now, what the CBN policy says is, if I'm coming with my card to do a transaction, either to buy goods or to cash money, and there is a network failure that resulted to debiting of my account, it is expected that the money should be reversed within 24 hours. That's what the law says. Then after 24 hours, if you can't find your money, go to your bank, go and log a complaint. There's a process, there's a form that will be issued. Yeah. But it's unfortunate that most times, once these people get there, instead of the bank attendants or the bank customer service to attend to them accordingly, they will still refer them to your money is with the agent, or your money is with the person you want to buy the goods from.
The third party.
The third party. Meanwhile, even if the money is there, they still need to do their login and actualize where the problem is. So, and this is really a concern to many of us too.
So what is the way forward?
We keep complaining to CBN, and I believe they're also working around it.
Can we sue? Can Kelechi, for instance, sue? If he has proof that the money is not in my account?
Well, anybody can sue depending on the person's decision
Kelechi
or choice.
Sue them.
But what of the amount?
But the standard is within 24 hours the money should be returned.
You see,
is it our own 24 hour or the universal 24 hour? No, Nigeria have 24 hour.
Nigeria 24 hours.
Okay, Nigeria 24 hours.
Because we are looking at
it can reach 3 weeks. Nigeria.
Don't mind that. Hello, how are you?
Lady C.
Morning. What's your name?
Lady C. Good morning. How are you?
We live fine. Joe is greeting you.
Is it Mr. now, but Joe?
Hold on, sir.
All right, go ahead, sir.
What on, my brother? Lady C. Why not the POS finish the job to the bank? Why can't he receive or retrieve that money from the bank by himself for paying you? Because I paid you to withdraw the money. Why should I myself go to the bank to suffer for what I paid you for? Why not the POS person retrieve back the money instead of me going to the bank?
Okay,
that's the question I want to ask.
See, I asked, let me talk from my. He will answer you, but I asked that question once when I did a transaction.
Yes.
I went to one of the courier, whatever. I had paid 200 and something thousand. The money can't hook. And the courier had to go that very day. I had to go to the bank. They said, no, you have to go to your bank because it's between your bank and the third party, not even them. So it's the bank now, and the bank will not tell.
I understand. It involves
I understand. They now said if it's okay. Hold on, sir. I'm telling you what they told me. If it had been transfer, you see that mobile transfer from bank to bank, that one is simpler. But they were telling me he will answer. I'm just telling you what I experienced based on what you're saying. But that once it involves that POS, there is somebody in between the two banks. All right, give him the technical thing. Okay, you can listen via the radio. Is that fine?
Yes. Actually, madam, you have really done justice to some extent.
To some extent. Yes. That's why I leave some for you now, the technical side.
Yes, you see, one thing with us in Nigeria is we are not ready to comply with the standard and the policy that is embedded in everything we are doing. What the policy says is, if I'm carrying out a withdrawal transaction and I have a challenge, like the transaction failed and my account was debit, it is bound on you to go and complain to your bank, to the card holder bank.
The card holder bank.
Yes.
Not the POS.
Not
now.
the POS.
The owner of the card.
We go there. So the man was now saying that why can't the agent go and do? They will ask the agent that it's a third party. They cannot divulge another person's information.
Because at that point they have to check your account.
Exactly. They will check. So, but if it is a transfer transactions, maybe I have my cash and I now take it to an agent, transfer this money, and the money did not get to the destination bank, and the agent was debited, and I've collected the cash from. So it is bound on me as agent to sort that transfer out.
Because the agent did a transfer.
Agent cannot withdraw money without the bank consent.
Okay. Let's take this one. Hello? Hello?
Hello, let me see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
My good.
Can you hear the person?
My greeting to the gentleman in the studio.
Okay, what's your name?
Hello?
Your name?
Yeah, this is Mazaka from Okota.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
I think we are discussing about a transaction on POS.
When it happens sometimes, one
is
of
that
the
what
things. Yeah, one of the things we are talking about the sector generally, but you can say what you need to say.
You see, based on that fair transaction in terms of POS, you see, when you have a fair transaction on POS, what that customer needs to do is to ask for the printout of that very transaction, and if it is true fair transaction, you will see a transaction decline on that transaction slip. So meanwhile, what that customer needs to do, if that person is debited, you will need to go to bank. You present that slip to your bank. They will not check. You understand me? They will see that very transaction was debited and it was written decline on that very transaction slip. So there's nothing to argue about. For you to ask a POS agent to go to bank to trade, it's not possible. That particular account is not your account. You can't access to another person's account.
Okay. All right.
You see, so the another area I'm going to now is this ATM machine. This is one of the problems we are facing in Nigeria, this ATM machine. At times, when you take your ATM card to the ATM machine, you see that when you insert that ATM card to the machine, you will put your PIN number, the thing will roll. At the end of the day, they will debit you. But the thing will not dispense.
Okay, you know what? This particular
doesn't print out to give you
Mazi, this particular part has to do with the banks, the formal sector itself, right? The guests for today, they do not have power over the machines themselves, the ATMs. But so we'll get somebody soon who will come and answer concerns as concerning the ATMs and so on. Right now, they are handling the informal bit of it. Thank you so much, Mazi.
So my conclusion is that let me conclude. So my conclusion is that whenever somebody have a declined transaction on POS, let that person request for the printout. You will see that printout will be written a declined transaction. decline the transaction to the bank, we'll sort it out for the person. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let me read your messages. Achogba Solomon Atikeja. Thanks for this discussion this morning. It's quite illustrating how Nigerians are being treated by the Nigerian government and agencies. You get to bank like GTB, as an instance, they peg the daily limitation of withdrawal from either the banking hall or their machines at 20,000 naira, and will tell you to go to POS. And most times they deliberately don't load money in the machines. Do you have to control how someone uses their money? Even if any business records loss in Nigeria, the banking sector is always recording huge interest because of how they are ripping off the citizens. No matter the cashless policy, you can't do without cash. It's a big business between the banks and the POS operators. That's what you have said. Good morning, Lady C. You said, Mona, they try help me make it a little shorter for me. The Nigerian factor is a problem of Nigeria not able to copy and paste. Since we Nigerians are aspiring to be like America, both in capitalism and democracy, but at the important junction we miss the goal in America. POS, ATM machines are installed in stores and even in restaurants, gas stations, and even clubs. It is the job of the establishment owners to load those machines with cash. This gives the customers options for either doing cashless transactions or getting cash if need be. Nigerian default leaders keep playing. Original bald head rasta from Oludia Papa, thank you. Rosen J. Olawale, how are you? Muchiu from Alakwere. The lawmaker that took himself for God and assaulted a driver all because he asked him to come and take his order by himself is a pointer to how moral decadence has eaten deep into Nigerians. Is what every 9 of 10 Nigerians do whenever they are sitting on a superior seat. Is just prevalent in our public and civil service. Until people like these are dealt with properly and publicly, the assault is not ending anytime soon. Bad followers will never produce good leaders. Nigeria will survive. Allah bless Nigeria. Amen to that. Good morning, Lady C. How are you doing too? The House of Reps members should be investigated very well. What could be in the package itself? Could drugs or he is very in need of it. That's why he's out of his senses. I don't know. It's the way you wrote it, though. Hakim Peace, ambassador from Songota, Ogun State. That was from you. I'm wrapping this bit up now. Good morning, ladies. It's Solomon Asika from Mushin. Please kindly ask your guests for me. Because some customers are too fast to remove the ATM card from the POS machine before it completes the process. Does this cause malfunction on the POS? Because some customers are too fast when you hand the POS to them to input their PIN. You got that question right? Okay, I'll tell you. So POS Get Association, I don't know. Help ask your guest, is the association functional here in Lagos? Ayo from Mushin. Now, this question is that some people, we're wrapping up now, when they put their card, put PIN, they quickly remove their card. That they're too quick in taking their cards from the machine. Does it cause the machine to malfunction? Then the second question, this card, is it functional in Lagos?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Carry on, you can answer both.
Yes, the question is, it will affect the machine because it's a software, it's a process. So it has its stages before it can be completed. So in the process of putting the PIN and suddenly pull out the card, it has interrupted ongoing process. And if that continues, it will affect the software processing on the terminal.
Okay. Then the association in Lagos?
Yes, we have the association in Lagos at Iwaria. Actually, I've forgotten the particular number and the address. I think Iwaria Road, but I can't remember the number. But it's on Iwaria. It's a popular, once we say you are going to Nubife, that is our Nubife office in Iwaria. Okay. So that is our office in Lagos here.
So they can get in touch with you?
Of course, yes.
Okay. So you're asking me where OPay office is? I think you should just Google it. You'll find. You said you had a problem with them and it took almost 1 month, 1 month plus to get the money back by writing petitions to CBN. Joe from Bariga. Joe, just do a quick search and you'll find OPay's office. If you do that quick search on Google, you'll find it. Thank you so much for being on the program today, for your time with us. We thank you. Your last line, please. Finally. 080-231-54842. So anybody who would like to reach you to know more about the association.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now, finally, advice to anybody who is doing this.
Well, my advice is that let us be consistent and be faithful in our businesses. Say no to fraud and say no to terrorism finance.
Okay. Thank you so much. Last line, Joseph?
Well, my last line is Nigeria is a better place, but it is we that is trying to make it disappoint God. So it is time for us to sit down and rethink and say this is a country that is blessed by God, but we people that the citizen were becoming a different thing entirely.
All right. Thank you very much. We've had as guest Comrade Odetunde Olawale Lukman. He's the National Chairman, Agency and Mobile Banking Operators Agency and Mobile Banking Operators. And in his entourage today, we have Comrade Ahmed Ayola.
Ayode.
Not Vexon. This is they confuse me. This one be like air. You have CBN governor type of signature. That's why it's confusing me. Thank you very much, Ayode, for coming. He is the AMBO Secretary, AMBO being Agency and Mobile Banking Operators, right? All right, thank you very much. Joseph Oloransho, thank you. Temitope Oyefolu, thank you so much for your time working with us this day. I'm Cordelia Obe. Do follow us on socials at VOP903 FM, and I am at Cordelia Obe. Obe is OKPEI. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself. And remember today, create awareness for stroke, reduce your stress, try and be happy. Bye-bye.